With this video, I am showing how to create a flashing Easter basket zipper pull. Supplies needed to create a zipper pull include medium cutaway stabilizer in my hoop, flasher vinyl, a tap flasher, a 1 1/4 inch eyelet clip to attach the zipper pull to the zipper, a 3/16 eyelet or grommet, and the pliers to place them into the design tab once it's finished. If you want to get your supplies ready now, this is easy to follow along, or just watch and you'll be at your machine giving it a go in no time. Load your design onto your machine, put your hoop onto your machine as well, select the colors for the flasher vinyl, thread, and the eyelet or grommet you wish to use to create the look you want for your Easter basket zipper pull. With your hoop on the machine, your design loaded, stitch out the first step of the stitch map. This will stitch the outline of the Easter basket to show you where to place your felt or vinyl. Then take your hoop off the machine. With your hoop off the machine, cut a piece of flasher vinyl a bit larger than the outline just stitched. Sticky spray the back side of the flasher vinyl, and then you'll place it sticky side down on top of the outlined area, completely covering it. Press it down, smooth it out all the way to the edges, making sure it's adhered. This will help prevent the vinyl from shifting during the stitch out. And then take your hoop back to the machine. With your hoop back on your machine, get thread colors ready for the decorative steps that come next for your zipper pull, and begin stitching until you get to the third to last step on your stitch map. There will be special instructions there, but for now, let's get started with the second step and begin the decorative stitching. With the decorative stitching complete, we are ready to stitch Stitch Map Step 6, which is the third to last step on this Easter basket zipper pull. This is the part of the final outline triple stitch that will create the flasher insertion opening. Be sure you have the color thread on your machine that you would want to stitch as the complete outline around the zipper pull. And begin stitching. And now, take your hoop off your machine. With your hoop off the machine, turn it over so you are looking at the back of it. What I'd like to do first is make sure that I've got all the long tails that my machine leaves when it ties off cut back so it doesn't show through the edges when I'm attaching the backing. Okay, close enough there. Now, what I like to do is first put a piece of cutaway stabilizer down, and then you can either use vinyl or felt for the backing, or fabric, whatever you want. I like to use vinyl on the back of mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. That's kind of a big piece, let me cut it. And I put that on top of the cutaway stabilizer over the outline. This is where your flasher is going to end up going right into here. So I like to be sure that there's a little protection against the vinyl that I'm putting on the back between the flasher and it. Just gives it a little extra stabilization. Okay, and then I tape it down. Do not use sticky spray because you won't be able to get your flasher inside. And once it's taped, take it back to your machine to do the rest. With your hoop back on the machine, with the stabilizer and felt or vinyl taped to the back of it, having the same thread color to be used as you did in the last step, stitch out the second to last step, which will triple stitch around the entire Easter basket, tacking the front to the back. The last step on the zipper pull stitch map will triple stitch a small tab with an alignment outline for the eyelet or grommet to be placed, and the eyelet hook to slide through to attach the zipper pull to the zipper. I like to use a thread color close to that of the vinyl I've used, so the zipper pull design itself will stand out from the tab. Now the design is complete, take the hoop off your machine, the design out of the hoop, and cut out the zipper pull. I have my Easter basket zipper pull cut out. The first thing I like to do is put the hardware on and then the flasher. So with I have a 3/16 eyelet, and you can use whatever punch and setting mechanism you have. I'm using the Crocodile. Actually, they stand up on my work table. They're great, and it will punch the hole and set it, the eyelet. So I'm going to line up the puncher with the hole, or the outline for the eyelet, and punch it, and then put the eyelet in it. And you just flip the switch so it turns into the setter. You set it on there and give it a squeeze. And there you are. Perfect. Okay, now we'll get the 1 1/4 inch eyelet hook. And what I like to do, since my fingers are not that strong, I'll get my little pliers and pull that down, and I can slip this right on here. And then you pull it through. There you go. Okay, next add a flasher. Find the flasher insertion opening, and if you added the extra stabilizer to the back of the hoop before you applied the backing, cut out just a little tiny bit of the stabilizer so you can add your glue right there. Then get your flasher, the flasher side up, insert it in between the 2 pieces of stabilizer. I like to use the seam right there just above it as my guide for using the glue. Just squeeze it closed. If you have any glue left on along the edge, it's fine to just trim it up with scissors, I do. And there, goodness, that is so cute. What you can do too, this one's big enough, you can actually move the flasher around inside it to the position you'd like it to be in inside, down at the bottom of the basket or up more towards the top. Anyway, thank you for joining me for the flashing zipper pull tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it and you'll be back for the next one. Bye-bye.